in the mouth with this white meat. Oh.
Yeah.
See?
We live.
And just like that.
Yo, you need to do
What?
mic check and all that.
Oh,
We good.
bro, why is you giving away the sauce, bro? You giving away the sauce. Everything is fine here, y'all. I think everybody can hear us. Welcome to episode 1.
Shefford reporting live. I have no sound because of the storms.
You can cut that out, though.
No, this is live.
Oh, you good?
No,
What? What's wrong?
I can't hear nothing.
Why not?
I don't know.
Y'all should be plugged in.
I don't know. Can you?
Hold on, man. Nah, I really don't hear nothing either. Facts.
Yeah, that's. He said, I really don't.
Nah, I don't hear nothing.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was saying. We
Yeah,
did the
yeah.
mic check.
Yeah.
Nah, I can hear.
Yeah.
Now you hear?
A little bit, but not loudly.
No,
Not loudly.
no. Nobody
Not
can hear.
enough.
Nobody can hear.
But it's better, yeah. It is a board issue that we fixed. Welcome back, boys and girls.
Yeah, I think we'll keep that. I think we'll keep that.
Welcome back.
Welcome to episode 100. 114.
The live mic check.
Stats and facts.
Drew Network.
Yeah, I think y'all was fucking with me because I did really get everything together before we sat down.
Mm-hmm. No, it's together. It's literally the knob. It's still kind of low. Okay. It's just a little low
All right. Well,
in our ears.
I'm gonna get y'all together. Welcome to episode 114, Stats and Facts. I am your host, Drosky Wolski, the bald and bearded one.
Mm-hmm.
To my right, I have I just got two debating,
Drew Network.
two
Drew
super
Network.
debating people. Like y'all was debating so much.
Masters?
No, y'all was debating so much
Would you say
before we started.
of debate?
I looked at y'all niggas and I said, I don't have to sit down with these niggas. I can produce this shit. To my right, like I said, you might find them somewhere fixing something at somebody's house. You might find this man, I don't know.
You know him as Tommy from the hit show Martin. What does he do? We don't know, but it's work.
Yeah, he's
And
always
it happens somewhere.
he's always on about a man, a jack of all trades. Brother E is in the building.
Yo, what up?
To his right,
Mr. Randy Watson.
yeah, he can have that one.
Jackson Heights on?
Yeah, Randy Watts is in the building.
Jackson Heights.
First off, I got a little bit of somber just to I don't know, man. I just really wanted to just get this off, man, because it was such a big part of my fandom. Rest in peace to Jim Donovan. He was the play-by-play announcer on 850. People in Cleveland, 1100. Some of you, but he was a play-by-play announcer for the Cleveland Browns radio network, and he is a big reason of why I even sit down and do this. He's a big reason why I got into just liking or just realizing that my character can come out in broadcasting sports. He was a person that I realized, like, oh, I can do fluctuations with my voice and just capture people. It just didn't sit well with me yesterday when I found this out, but he meant a lot to me personally. Like, even just the Browns nation, like, he meant so much. He meant so much that yesterday, when he passed, I told my girl, I was like, man, the Browns gonna win tomorrow. She looked at each other and was like, oh, they playing the Ravens. I was like, nah. Like, the football gods got a way of working and doing things and making them a certain type of way. It's not gonna be no other kind of way. And we're recording this on Sunday, so y'all probably get this on a Monday. Mm-hmm. Browns just beat the Ravens on a long pass from Jameis Winston.
Hallelujah.
Jameis Winston is, if I was a football player,
He reigns.
that's who I would be. I swear.
Jameis Winston, huh?
The character. Because I would never lose sight of the brotherhood, the camaraderie, the just lifting each other up. He was wilding, but he said that Deshaun Watson is a good man on and off the football field.
What?
Deshaun Watson has 25 sexual allegations against him.
Wait a minute. Is it?
Jameis love everybody so much that he sees, you know, your little. Oh man. Your cousin, that cousin, yeah, Jameis speaks highly of him. So, I really, you know, I just know that Jameis is one of them people that God don't play about. So you see what I'm saying? So I knew the Browns was gonna win today, and they did. They was not supposed to. They're the worst team in the league, and they beat one of the best teams in the league. So rest in peace to Jim Donovan. Like I said, just it was something that I felt like I needed to share. And shout out to all the Browns fans out there that, you know, 25 years. Our first win, cousin Ryan, we was in the car. We had just left the Kingdom Hall, and we, you know, remember we used to go play football afterwards, and we didn't get to watch the game. We was listening to it on the radio, and Tim Couch threw a touchdown to Kevin Johnson for our first win at the Superdome back in 1999.
Right. Well, then thoughts and prayers to him and the family.
Nice.
Thank you. We've been talking a lot on here about the Diddy. Well, first it was just the situation, which turned into a civil case, which turned into a criminal case,
Which turned into it's involving a lot of people case.
which turned into it's involving a lot of people case.
And that's where it gets weird.
Hey, you can we speak on this real quick? You told me to go and watch Jaguar Wright and Orlando Brown.
But I ain't tell you why.
No, did you think I was gonna be amused by that, or what? Tell me why you wanted me to go to visit that lady?
I may have felt it because I had to see that. You had to see it too.
Okay. Did you see it?
Nah.
Okay. God bless you. God bless you, man. God bless you.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that was super wild. They were saying stuff, and it came back to one thing that you said that might help Diddy. With people just saying when the possible base for your case could be this outrageous person, his credibility is shot because jurors and the court of public opinion, people want to be like, they want to look at this straightforward. So when we got somebody out here telling us that right now it's purple ducks flying outside and we all looking, like, they ain't out there, bro. But he's convinced that they are, you know. So when he comes and says something pertaining to anything that really matters, it's like, oh, that's the dude that used to yell about the purple ducks. So his credibility is shot. So how do y'all view just getting information from people or just seeing stuff like that? And it's like I'm not there. I'm not in that room, but he may have been in those rooms.
Yeah, I think in their case is the fact that they have been in the rooms, but they're let's say we're saying that their mental state or how they're coming across or whatever they're on, it's the result of being in a lifetime or in that world. So to me, them delivering a crazy delivery speaks also to what that world does to people who can still have, because we have proofs that certain things are happening, and then it's like, well, this person was saying this, but they were saying more. They were saying even more. So not that the more is all true, but the fact that they were saying what we now know to be the truth shows that they are first point credible, because their point has been proven. Their overall point, number one, was this person is, y'all don't know him like I know him, and that was the biggest statement.
I have a question. When it all started from to now for you, E, Has your viewpoint like changed? Do you view anything differently? Because we've more than revisited this. We've unpacked it. Like, where are you at with it? Like, as far as even like listening to his music, because I find myself, I was in the house like sweeping, and he was like, "He don't understand you like I do," and then I got to P Diddy part, and I stopped singing. But
Nah.
I don't really know Diddy's part. That's I don't
I
really know Diddy's part, but I was just being funny. But it like for real though, like are
Nah, I
you,
can,
you boycott his music?
Yeah, facts. Yeah, definitely. I could prioritize, man. Me personally, you know, I can't, I can't stop doing something just because of one thing that a person did. You know, that's just me personally. You know, at the end of the day, people, in my opinion, you know, people single out one thing, and this is something new.
You have
But
so you still listen to the music?
facts. But yeah, I
Okay,
definitely
I
do.
was just clearing that up.
Yeah, definitely. But that's the same thing with Diddy. It's the same thing with R. Kelly. It's the same thing with Michael Jackson. It's the same thing with Al Green. Everybody's done something in their past that people might not find good. And no, these people I wouldn't look up as role models. These people I wouldn't invite my kids to. But yo, if you make good music, you make good music.
You was just going down the list, and I don't know what podcast I was listening to, but shout out to him. I think it was the community with AD and them, but they just was kind of like just putting it out there that it's so many people that we entertain ourselves by that have just quote unquote criminal past, okay?
Facts.
And they went down such a list, and it's just like half of your playlist may either be in jail, convicted, or you know what I'm saying?
So that goes back to the whole thought of, well, who put those people in those positions? And maybe they picked those people because they'd have that ability at any time to go and say, oh, look, this person started off like this. Because guess what? Who knew that information? The moguls who gave them that initial job knew that about their life.
Nah, this stuff happened
Back
after
later.
the fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like his like for instance Diddy's past. He's always like through college, through high school, his whole upbringing. His father was apparently in like this big gang affiliated life. So all of a sudden your son goes out professionally. He's still got this history of being erratic at these events. But you as a business head of a multi-billion-dollar music industry just pick him and say, yeah, we want you to select every. So my point is that the person that put him, installed him there in that position, and other people like that, because it is a lot of them there, they knew that. It seems as though they may have picked him because of those reasons, because they ultimately can control them for longer. Because I got your background on you. I got your background, and we're the ones that's actually keeping your background quiet.
So
the
what do
second we don't like you, your background is going to become the foreground.
So even like just to kind of like blend these two together in just entertainment and prison or jail, like looking at the news with Durk getting picked up for murder for hire for in connection to a murder. I forgot the man's name, but rest in peace to him and condolences to his family. But you know, Young Thug in jail. You know, and not to even blend. Okay, well maybe I'm not even blending them. R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? We go down the line. Pooh Shiesty. It's just so many of these entertainers are currently incarcerated. Not even.
It's as if they're saying the kids who are going to college at Juilliard for the arts to become our performers, they're not good enough. We're picking Leroy, not to say Leroy, because again, I'm Leroy. But I'm saying they're just, it seems as though they are picking people that ultimately have issues that could stop them immediately. Because maybe the whole plot is, I want the money at the end. So I need you to be a horrible person that you are. I need to give you all this power. You get way bigger,
And you ring
And
us
then when
up.
I pop your balloon, it all magically comes to me because now I own all the whatever.
Yeah, record
that they
labels
want.
having life insurance policies on
No.
artists and things like that. Like,
To me,
what's your thoughts on that, E?
Yeah, my thoughts is that I think I think people in general, are neutral. There's things that add to it. Once things are added into this circle, people go, one way or the other, and quite frankly, my thoughts on it is that, this stuff happens every day, but you don't hear about it all because they're not all in the limelight. So yes, our entertainers are in the limelight, but yes, when you bring money,
I'm speaking to that
Yeah,
directly.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
speaking
yeah.
to the fact of
No.
how we are sitting here with our AirPods in and our headphones at work and going
Yeah.
about our day, and we're in our radios and stuff. Like, these people are
yeah.
like low key like bad people.
But-
Like, you know what I'm saying?
So here's what I'm trying to say. So what I'm trying to get at is we look at these people like they supposed to be bigger and better, but these are people, and they just got more resources to act out their inhibitions.
Yes.
I don't think that. I don't look at stars like that. Just for me.
Well, but the
I'm
thing
saying
is,
he
is
said
I know what he's saying.
Yeah,
you personally.
So the thing is, it's like when you see these people doing crazy things, yes, they're in the limelight, so everything they do is being magnified. But it's not like this don't happen with everybody. The thing about it is with more money, more power, people they start feeling like they on top of the world. They could do whatever they want to do. There's not one. Here's my last thought. If you could name me one person that's been at the top of the mountain without one scandal, name them.
Yeah. And that goes to the whole, let he who is out without sin throw the first stone.
LeBron James.
When you may not know what you don't know yet.
That's
No.
okay,
I
but
will
wait.
say that. I will say
You're
that.
right. You're right. You're right.
That's my
You're right.
point
You're
for the
right.
future.
You're right.
I don't give
LeBron
no
might be-
person-
And that's
Yeah.
what you were saying earlier, and that's what I was asking. Are you speaking to be right? That's what I'm saying. Is it like just leaving it open ended so it's like I'm not wrong?
No. It's not that you're not wrong. That your decision doesn't influence someone who could be wrong.
Are you leaving things open to hypothetically to any hypothetical?
Yes. That's more negative than positive.
Okay, so we have a little bit of like hints and stuff, and because it's fake news everywhere. But LeBron obviously went to some Diddy parties. You know what I'm saying? So we just hear stuff like that. But when I was playfully saying LeBron James, he's the first person.
He might be one of the few
But
that is not in public doing something. He might be one.
But
of the
you
few.
asked me to name you one.
Yes, and I'm agreeing with you.
Okay,
I'm
so
not fighting with you.
no. So do you need another one?
That's at the epitome.
And that's your point. I'd be hard pressed because he's the first person where I'm like,
My point is that speaks to the fact that we do know regular people who don't have histories.
Yeah.
Most of us are regular people who don't have histories, and the point of everyone's done something. My point is they're seemingly picking people specifically that have done something. They've done certain somethings. And my point is, not everyone does those things in their past. Your past might be, I tried coke at a party once. Oh, I'm dangerous. Okay, that's different than, my friend was at a party once and we decided to assault someone
oh shit, you're
because
supposed
they
to say.
weren't.
My
because
point.
They weren't coherent.
So
It's like.
yeah, no.
Yeah, both of those are things that in your past that you don't want just talked about in your future that could damage you in a way, but one is demonstratively on a huge scale what everyone would consider like, hold up. Again, before he had power, in college, these stories are coming out that all of his exes were dealt with in this type of way. So anybody who was in a position to give him a position that had any. If I'm about to give you the assets of millions, I'm gonna put some in some thought into investigating you to make sure I'm not giving millions of dollars of a position of a role in my company to some random person that's erratic. And instantly, if you looked into their lives, they would have found, oh, this girl put press charges on him. This girl press charge, and this person, oh, he's got these issues. He's charismatic. I could use him. I could use him for my purposes. Mm. And because he has this type of past, if ever he gets out of line, even a little, I can let a little out sometimes, or I can let the whole thing out. I decide though, and that's the point I'm making of all of these people have been at these types of events, and like none of them are saying.
So are they handpicked?
It's almost like they're all crossing their fingers that if all of them are on videos, the only videos that will be released to the public are the people who they next want to be out, because you got everybody in that picture from J-Lo to who else was in that? People, they were all in white, laying in a huge bed.
Jay-Z.
Beyonce was in it.
Yeah,
It was a cluster of people that we liked.
Tyrese. Was Tyrese in there?
No, I ain't seen.
And again, it's not saying
they all been in
all
of
those people did something, because again, maybe that was the pre-moments of before that. Those, and again, that's fair, and that's fair, and very logically the thing that is the case for a lot of people.
So here's the thing, if I may.
But 1,000 bottles was for somebody.
Here's the thing, if I may.
If he was the house.
Number one, I want to say that just because you was at a certain location, that don't make you guilty of everything that somebody else
happens at that location.
You know, yeah. Like the thing is you know, every time, you know, any place that you've ever been, any place that I've ever been, any place that you've ever been, I'm pretty sure something went on at one point in time there that was crazy. And they can see you walking through that door at one point in time. I don't mean that you was doing what was being accused of at the time. You just so happened to be there.
Agreed.
You know, but hold on, let me finish. Mm-hmm. So, that's my first point. You know,
and I want to say something to that point. But before you go to another point, if that person has in their possession now, at the moment we found them, 1,000 of this object and 747 of this other object, that's so much that in my eyes that means it's sort of all around their dwelling. So if they're having parties, everyone who's at that party,
that go back to what I was saying about James.
What that house
that's
is
why
about.
That's why I left that James.
Product for you to have. They didn't say we found 1,000 bottles stored in boxes. The illustration of how they found it was just they found all this stuff and all these 700 and something dildos, and it's like that sounds like he was the person who held the stuff for all these events. We're not, and like I said, if you're not in good
well, that's
graces,
not what I was saying. So I'm glad you went ahead, but
if you're
I
not
forgot
in
my
good graces,
other point.
but if you're not in good graces with that system, your video could get leaked.
So Marlon Wayans said he's been at Diddy parties, and Marlon Wayans said he ain't never seen none of that going on. But Marlon Wayans also said that he used to leave early because he had stuff going on.
Yeah.
So the thing
Everybody
is
had
like
stuff. Everyone had stuff going on that made them leave the party with all the rich other moguls. What other stuff are people leaving?
The thing is did
it happen at 3 a.m?
You're trying to make them guilty by accomplice, but the thing is like just because if I go to a party and it's a rave, and yes, every time you go to a party that's a rave, it's probably somebody's probably doing X, somebody's probably doing cocaine. All of these drugs are being done in these clubs. I could go in there and just like the music and want to dance and go home. Just because I was there don't mean that I was doing that nonsense.
But if the bad stuff that they had was at a certain level,
it still don't change nothing.
No, it does. It sort of lets you know that if it's at this level of this amount being here, this place is known for this, is my point. you would go into that place knowing, oh, this place. Whether how do you know not to stay late? What do you mean you left? So why did you leave? You always were busy. That was the only reason you left. Or everyone's saying I left because it was, we heard. What did you hear then? Why don't you tell us what you heard? They're not saying what they even heard was bad about his party. So,
Well,
It don't even.
$1,000.
brothers, we have hit our block. We're gonna get back to this. I know
The Drew Network.
he hates that when he hit the drops.
Fat phase
Hit the drops on the way out. It has been fun.
You a fat phase on lie.
Yeah, what it do, man?
It's time for Andrea and Steve's son to run. Remember, cleanliness travels like defense. Preparation is next to production. You know what I'm saying? So just keep doing stuff the right way.
Join us in the comments.
Find your batting stance. Join us in the comments. And holla at us, y'all. And like I said, rest in peace to Jim Donovan. That was really crushing for me. But we going to get through as Browns fans and go Browns.
All right.
Yep.